I saw a guy the other day. His car, he lives in my neighborhood.
Okay.
The cleanest. I've lived there for 2 weeks.
Right.
This is the cleanest car I've ever seen. He must wash his car every single day.
In your life?
And I thought, that is some serious commitment.
Is he?
I wish I was like that.
Does he wash it in the driveway?
I've never seen him wash it.
Okay.
But he must wash it every day. It is the sparkliest, prettiest thing I've ever seen. Silver.
Silver. You got a silver car. That kind of is just shiny on its own, right? So maybe he's every other day with the washing.
I don't know.
Maybe
but his car is pretty.
Is his last name Eastbrook?
No.
Okay. So
what does that mean?
They got a big car wash, so maybe maybe
No.
maybe that was
No.
maybe that's his car
Well,
wash.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Hey, ask him.
I have
Eastbrook,
no idea.
just shout it out. Eastbrook, and see if he looks at you when he's driving by. Hey, Eastbrook, and just see what happens. Or is he? I don't know. Maybe he
I don't
works
know
at a
either.
car dealer.
I should flag him down and ask him.
Hey, you! Why is your car so clean? You'd probably
You
want to
think I was weird?
You'd probably want to ask him. No, because if he is
He'd be
washing,
flattered.
if he is washing it every day,
Somebody noticed.
Absolutely, he loves that you have noticed how clean his car is. My car has to just be miserable. It's dirty. Like I feel bad for my car.
Why don't you? Do you ever pull the hose out, get a bucket of water and a
No.
sponge or a rag or something, and do it in the driveway?
No.
I was thinking about that this week and how I needed to do that.
I don't do that because my dad used to do that, and like I was never allowed to touch the car because you know me, I would do bad
Dent
things
it.
to it, or
Trip
dent
it,
it
fall into
exactly.
it, break your
so
teeth.
like, and to me, like he would spend like 3 hours washing the car, and I never did. But it's funny because anytime we went to visit. Him and my mom before he died.
Yeah.
If the car was in the garage, he would go out with a bucket and a rag, and he would just wash the cars.
Did he?
That's OCD for you. I mean, you can't stop. Does Mike have that kind of good OCD?
No.
No, he's got
Absolutely
the bad.
not.
Is Mike's car as clean as your apartment is?
Mike probably gets his car washed on the outside probably once a month.
Okay.
The inside, we were discussing when the last time that had happened for either one of our cars, and we could not remember.
Like dusting and like,
Yeah.
okay. My first car that I ever had, I never dusted, and then I was cleaning it out, getting rid of it, and I went to like clean it with some of that wipe that you use. It was like 4 inches of dust on there, all compacted because it's years and years of dust. So now I dust my car anytime I'm sitting at a stoplight and I see the light.
Me too.
I will hit it with the dust rake. 'Cause
Yep.
I don't want the 27 feet of dust, right? Plus then
27 feet of dust.
you got the allergens floating around in there. You got to get all that. I will vacuum the car occasionally. Like if there's
you?
rocks and things in there, I'll get out and vacuum it.
Okay,
but I don't
let me
wash
ask you a
it.
question. As far as vacuuming the car,
Yeah,
I was discussing this with some friends the other day. They go.
you're a rock star, by the way.
They go to get a car wash,
Okay.
and then they go to the vacuums. Both husband and wife are in the car.
Okay.
Vacuums are on each side of the vehicle.
Yes.
Wife is driving, so she gets out, starts vacuuming. Husband doesn't move.
Right, because the one on the other side of the vehicle, that's for the other people. That's for the people on the other side.
No,
you
it's
just
not.
you just always assume that.
Not at this place. In fact, to the point that the person who was another bay down said something. She slammed the husband. No, he slammed the husband.
Hey, what
he
is-
said husband of the year or something like that.
Buddy.
Made some comment to the wife, and she was like, "Yeah, I know." And then the husband said to me, the one who didn't move or help vacuum,
Right.
Well, I lifted my feet.
And that's helpful, right? That's helpful.
Would you get out and help?
I don't think so. No,
You wouldn't?
No, because if you're driving, then that's what you do. If you're driving, you pump the gas. If you're driving, you vacuum the car. If you're,
I think I would get out and help. I mean, it's sitting right there.
yeah, but
If it's and that's what I said. I was like, "There's a place," and they didn't tell me where it was, so I can't name drop for you.
Okay.
But I said, "There's a place where there are two
Right,
vacuums right on each side of the car." Oh yes.
okay, and he didn't
And
do
he
it.
lifted his feet. He
Well,
did not get
at
out.
least he didn't leave them there, right? It's like around the house. You know, if you're vacuuming around the house, do you expect Dan to go get like the upholstery tool and start working on the couch? No, you're the vacuumer. So then he just raises his feet and you just move right on through.
I mean, maybe if there are two vacuums, we could both be vacuuming.
What? How fancy are you guys? You got two vacuums?
No, I said maybe if there are two vacuums, we could both be vacuuming.
Well, you have a shop vac, right?
No, I don't know.
So if he's vacuuming out the garage, you're not going to go grab that regular vacuum
he's
and
got
help
one.
him out.
He's got a little baby shop vac.
Look at him.
I know.
He could grab it. He could put it in his backpack and help you out around the house, right? Get the countertops. He could do all that.
Why do you assume that I'm cleaning around the house?
I don't find that that's weird, the not vacuuming at all.
No.
Amanda,
do you find that weird?
I do find that weird that he would not want to help. If it were me and I know that, like, oh, haha, don't clean up.
No, you're dirty.
I would just want to get out of there.
There's nothing
so I
funny
would
about
help vacuum just for the mere fact that I wouldn't want to be there any longer.
And then if the stranger in the next bay over is mocking me,
right?
Well, then I probably wouldn't do anything. I would just start laughing.
Now I'm here, and now you're mocking me. Okay, great. I'm listening to some tunes, so whatever, right? Marry me, yeah. Why you got to be so rude is what I would crank it up and just sing it right back to them.
It was kind of an argument between them, though.
Well, of course it was.
She was mad.
Because she was the one who was mad. If he had been vacuuming and she hadn't gotten out, wouldn't have been a big deal.
Nobody would have even said anything.
No, exactly. No, yeah, your wife too lazy to get off her fat butt and help you? Nobody says that. But the husbands, we get the bad rap. Oh, what's wrong with your husband? Oh, well, maybe he just had open heart surgery, and I'm bringing him home from the hospital.
He's got the open heart surgery.
Maybe he's got.
And you're stopping to vacuum your car out.
As he's chowing on a Big Mac.
That you make a joke about stopping and getting vacuumed after surgery. I had surgery. Katie and I were dating, okay? I had surgery, and she was watching after me, which was nice. You know, that's what girlfriends do. Nice. So she's helping me out, and we didn't have... I lived in a crappy apartment. I was a bachelor, so I didn't have food. I didn't have anything. I was ill-prepared. I was not ready for this. So she made me go to Target and to a grocery store with her. I had just had surgery. I was miserable.
Did that teach you to be proactive the next time?
No. It taught me that this woman is heartless.
Wait. Did she make you go in?
Yes. I went in. Well, I don't know if she needed me to go in, but I'm going in. You're not going to leave me in the car, right? I'm not a dog or a kid. I did. So I just leaned on the cart, and I was miserable. I just leaned on the cart and was like, I don't feel good. I shouldn't be here. I was on, my pills were wearing off. It was not a good time. Heartless. Took me right to 2 stores. The first store.
But she took you to 2 stores so she could get you things to take care of you.
But then she took half of them at home to herself. I'm like, we don't need tampons. She go, I need tampons. We're fine. We need this. Grab those.
That's a lie.
No.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
I do not believe
She's
you.
trying on bikinis because they were on sale. She's like, oh, I can't pass this up.
Well, and Target has those separate ones,
exactly.
so you can buy like a large top and a medium bottom if you need to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she's there trying stuff on, and then she's like trying on shoes, and she's like, oh, what is this? And looking at like DVDs. I'm like, what? Knock it off.
Were you complaining the whole time?
I was miserable.
Could you even talk?
No. I was like,
oh, that's right. Her dream day.
That's probably why she took me. Finally, he'll shut up and let me do whatever I want in the store. Exactly. I had a friend who, because 4th of July is a big travel weekend, so she posted on her Facebook page a picture of, it looked like a mile of cars. And she said, I've been sitting here for 3 hours and we still haven't moved. I don't know what happened, where she was, or what was going on. But she's like, just trying to get home after the 4th.
Well, and didn't Amanda's parents visited this weekend, and didn't they? It took them like 3.5 hours to get out of Michigan. Didn't you say?
Yeah. Usually it takes them about an hour and a half. So it took like double that amount of time.
Did they leave after that guy drove under the semi where everything was closed?
I think that's what I didn't see that story until this morning, but I think that's kind of what kept them.
Yeah, because they had both directions closed for 3 hours there too, cleaning everything up.
Sad.
It is sad. And driving erratically and then smashed through underneath the semi. Didn't seem slowing down. You got to be careful, right? You always got to keep at least one eye on the road while you're texting.
It seemed like there were a lot of accidents this weekend.
Well, because so many people are out, right? It's a huge travel weekend. You go, and gas is cheap now, so it just makes sense
what
to
happened?
go riding.
Why is gas so cheap?
Who knows?
I mean, I like it.
I missed the cheap gas. I lost the gas game.
You always lose the gas game.
I missed it by a day.
Stop playing the game.
It's because I don't fill up when I see gas cheap. I fill up when I'm out of gas.
Right.
So I needed gas at like $3.82, and then the next day it was $3.60 something. I'm like, you're killing me. Come on.
Yeah, usually it doesn't go down 20 cents in a day.
No
usually
kidding.
it's up 20 cents in a day.
No
or
kidding.
28 cents in a day.
Yeah, so here I am. I just get gas when I'm out. I need to start just getting gas when it's cheap.
You do.
I'm a dummy.
I know.
I played the small town gas game because normally if you go to a small town, gas is like 5 or 10 cents cheaper than somewhere else. So I played the small town gas game on vacation, and I ended up paying 15 cents more.
Stop playing the game. You're not very good at the game.
I'm bad at the game.
I know. You're kind of bad at it.
When it comes to games, I'm bad at games.
Can we talk about a game?
Yes.
You got to see this video up at mychannel957.com. Whitecaps.
Oh, my goodness.
We're playing in Fort Wayne last night. Guess what happened?
No idea.
Fastball.
Yeah.
Hits a bird.
It is the worst pitch, though. If you watch this video.
Yeah, how low was the bird flying?
Super low. It wasn't. I don't think it was even flying. I think it was on the ground. Because remember when Randy Johnson blew a bird up in like mid-flight a few years ago? So Randy Johnson.
Feathers were all over
Randy
the place.
Johnson throws, and like the bird explodes and then fell right there. This pitch from the Whitecap, it either it flew right in front of the plate, like so close to it, or it was sitting there on the ground. It looks like it bounces almost when it hits this bird, and then the bird is just dead. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm missing something. Like the bird was in flight, but it seems to hit it so late in the pitch. Like if a bird is just flying through a baseball game, knock that off, bird. You get what you get, right? Don't throw a fit.
Who gets the awesome job of picking up the dead bird?
I'll give you one guess.
Umpire.
Bat Boy.
Oh!
Bat Boy has to run out of the dugout and pick it up.
Really?
Yes.
That poor Bat Boy.
And he would love it. He had a big smile on his face. He picked it up, and the crowd went crazy.
Really?
He loved it. I didn't know. I didn't.
Did he have a shovel?
No.
Did he have a glove on?
He had a baseball glove.
Did he pick it up with the glove?
No, he didn't have it. I didn't watch him pick it up. I just watched him run out on the dugout. And then I was like, I was on to something else. Because I was expecting like the explosion in midair, like Randy Johnson. This one, you need to see it because it is a great, we'll have to get Mickey in and see. I have him break it down for us because either it's right on the ground or it flew so close to the ground and it hit it.
Well, it's made national news.
I mean, it's funny. Whenever a bird is killed, it is just, it's comical. And we know that.
No.
So, yeah, of course it made national news. That's comedy. Killing birds is funny.
That's not funny.
Remember, you really?
You're funny.
Do you
That's
remember a couple years ago when all those birds were just falling out of the sky dead and they didn't know why?
Yes. What did that end up being?
Baseball pitchers.
It
everywhere.
Not.
It was. It was batting practice. It was a high school.
Curtis.
Ba-doo. They were just knocking these birds out of the sky.
What did it end up being?
$100. You can't do that again.
Do you remember? You don't remember, obviously, because you made a joke.
They never said.
We never found out why all the birds were just.
They thought it was
falling?
some sort of. They thought it was the fireworks, is what they said, but they never confirmed that. Remember, because that was 4th of July, like 2 or 3 years ago. And
were they all a specific kind of bird?
They were just the dead birds.
Okay, so all birds were dying.
Well, the flock. They thought that a flock of birds had flown through these
was
fireworks.
Was it a flock of seagulls?
It was, and then they should have ran, but since they had not ran, they were flying, and then they all dropped to the ground dead. You just crack yourself up over there. Is it a flock of seagulls? Look at you. Look at you.
And then you went with it with the run thing. It just made my day. That may have just made my day.
I'm here for you.
Yeah, thanks.
It's National Ice Cream Month. Did you know that? July?
It is.
Ice Cream Month. And I'm a little upset right now.
Why?
Huffington Post just released a top 15 or 14 worst ice cream flavors ever.
Okay.
Some of my all-time favorites are on this thing.
Like what?
Eggnog ice cream. So good. So delicious.
Do you have to like eggnog to... I mean, is it so eggnoggy that
Yes.
Okay.
You don't like eggnog?
I haven't had it in 20 years.
You should get some.
It just seems gross to me.
Okay.
It's kind of thick and like
well, the
phlegmy.
ice cream's not thick or phlegmy.
I'm talking about eggnog.
Right. So the ice cream isn't, though. So it's just a flavor.
So I don't know if I can get... I don't know. I haven't had it in a long time. Not really motivated to drink eggnog.
Birthday cake ice cream. Made
I
the
love
list.
that.
I love it, too. Amanda?
Yeah, that's okay.
Because I heard you go, about the
yeah,
eggnog.
I don't like eggnog at all.
You guys are near nog. I'd call
We're
it nog.
nogless.
Nog.
Cotton candy
Nog.
ice cream, which is so good.
That is good.
And they boot it. They boot it from their list.
What does the Huffington Post know?
They don't know ice cream, that's for sure. You want to know what else made the list that really has like my panties in a bundle here? Bubblegum ice cream.
I was just going to say, do not tell me bubblegum is on there.
Bubblegum ice cream.
I love
made
bubblegum
it.
ice cream.
I also love bubblegum ice cream. In fact, one year for my birthday, which is in December, Katie went and tracked down some bubblegum ice cream, and we got it.
She is the
We got it
best
right
wife
there at the
ever.
house.
Yeah.
When you're eating the bubblegum ice cream,
I swallow it.
you do.
Yeah. What do you do?
Sometimes I'll spit it into a cup. Sometimes I will chew it on one side of my mouth while eating the ice cream on the other side of my mouth, but I never swallow it.
Do you wait until it's soft to start chewing? Because I definitely suck on it until it's soft.
No.
And then I chew away.
And then you swallow.
And then I swallow it so I can get more in.
I go right through the frozen gum.
Amanda, do you eat bubblegum ice cream?
I've had it a few times. It's kind of a weird experience for me.
And why is that?
I don't know. It is. It's like, what do you do with the gum? What do you do with the gum? And I have also just chosen to eat it.
It's Amanda Dry. You just swallow the gum.
Yes, I eat the gum. I ingest the gum.
She doesn't know.
It's a myth, by the way, that it stays in your system for 7 years. That is not true.
One time I had the unfortunate
You are going to
experience.
lie right now.
No, one time.
7 years?
No,
Oh,
no, I don't
okay.
know how long.
What'd you do, tag it?
No, I pooped it out.
The next day?
No, I don't know when it was from.
Like a whole piece of gum?
One time in my life.
Still in a wrapper?
Not in a wrapper. Very sticky situation is what I'm telling you. Like this thing was not a fun day for me. Okay? Not a good time. And that was the only time that I've ever pooped out gum. But I'm sure other people have. And I stopped swallowing gum that
I have
day.
so many questions.
Okay, go ahead.
But I do not want to
Ask them,
support this conversation.
please. Okay.
So I cannot ask them.
But-
Boycott.
Ask one of the questions. I have a lot of answers.
I don't get how your body doesn't digest things.
Okay, that was something that really kind of messed with my head at the time, too. And I was sitting there and I'm
Did
like,
you see a doctor?
no, should I have seen a doctor?
You should for several
You're
reasons. but
peppering
that
me with
one,
a... No, I did not go to a doctor because I knew exactly what it was. There was some pain involved
How did you know it was there?
because of the pain.
It's not that
Was
big.
it
How
like-
much gum did you eat?
Well, okay, so I don't know even if it was one piece or two pieces, and it was warm because your body is warm.
Which
So
one was it?
It was like a spider web.
I just
it
drew
was
a
like
picture.
a net holding things
Was
in.
it like A or B?
It was neither A nor B.
I just got a head run.
A has it on the side, like it's the ship's captain. And B has it like it's riding in a submarine.
It's like in the middle.
Right.
So it was like a webbing around
It was like a webbing.
the remainder.
It was like
It's on a submarine.
it was like when you see the things wrapped in caul fat now that they do that on like the Food Network and they put the little fat netting around something and they'll grill it.
Ugh.
That's what it was like. And then it was
Like-
very, very sticky. And
Okay,
It was
okay.
not
It
a
must
good-
have.
not
Never
a good
mind.
time. Not
Why
a
do
good
you
time.
tell us this stuff?
So then I stopped swallowing gum because you both said that you swallow gum.
yeah, only when I eat bubblegum ice cream.
Now, I can't be the only person who has ever pooped out gum. 7708957. You need to back me up on this.
That
because-
sounds like so rare to me.
Well, and
especially how it came out.
Yeah, it was not a good time for me. But it did happen, and I'm sure that it's happened to someone else. You can tweet us at Connie and Curtis. You can put it on our Facebook page. We're Connie and Curtis. Snapchat, a
please.
picture if it happens
Please
today.
send us pictures.
I wish that I had taken a
exactly
picture.
what we need
I wish
today.
that I had been married at the time because I would have called Katie.
Katie!
You got to see
Katie,
this.
come here.
There is gum.
You got to see this. I got
all
some big
over.
red.
If it had been Big
Big red happening in
That
here,
would really
Katie.
hurt.
I'm so glad it wasn't Big Red. Big Red
Cinnamon.
would have
Spicy.
hurt.
Did you say spacey?
Spicy.
No. Spicy.
It was a weird
Okay.
situation. So
Okay.
I stopped swallowing gum after that.
Thank you for that story.
And you never have again.
No, well, okay. Occasionally I'll swallow some gum, but I make sure it's little tiny bits because I don't want the big thing to come out.
It's all
again.
going to your stomach.
Like
and it
chiclets.
sits there. Like a chiclet, I would swallow, or like the bubblegum ice cream, like you're saying that you swallow.
Oh.
I would do that, but I don't. In this instance, I'll move it to the left side of my mouth and continue eating the ice cream.
Strangely,
in the right side.
nobody else has done what you were talking
No,
about.
they've all done it. No, probably
Every
not.
person listening has
Probably
done it.
not. It's
Exactly.
rare. I assume that it's rare because I've done it, and no one that I've ever told has said, "Oh yeah, that's happened to me."
You should go post that on our Facebook page right
Have
now
you
because
ever
I don't want
pooped
anything to do
gum?
with it.
Is that what I'm writing?
But you got to sign it, Curtis.
Okay.
You know what? Forget it. I'm doing it right now.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it right now.
I'm going to tweet it. Have you ever pooped
ever
gum?
pooped
Have you ever pooped
I spelled your name Gertis.
Hey, Gertis, that's what you called me after I poop out the gum. I'm Gertis. Curtis has.
Done. All right, our Facebook page is Connie and Curtis, not Gertis.
Gertis.
Connie and Gertis.
If your name was Gertis, I would call you Gertie.
What if you were Gani? Like you were never around?
Gani and Gertis.
Like you're never around. You're Gani? We don't ever see you.
I am not here.
You're Gani.
I'm Gani.